going to reduce?
In December, about December the 20th or 30th, around that time, that 10-day window, my HRV was fantastic. And then I went keto for about four or 5 weeks. For the entire time I was keto, my HRV was in the bin. And then I came out of keto and my HRV was still in the bin. And to be honest, it's only in the last 3 days, and we're in February now, we're like mid-February, when my HRV has started to recover. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell happened? Was it the keto that I did? Was it... I don't know.
Again, a lot to say on that. It depends on how far you want me to go down this road. I'm not surprised. I would love to see your blood work. I could probably tell you exactly what's happening from that. That will explain a lot of what's going on. The reason I'm saying that is we have seen many, many times situations which people are fatigued, HRV goes down, sleep, like we see all these issues, right? And you'll see kind of an interesting combination here. And I've used this example a lot because it's come up so many times where testosterone starts to go a little bit low. And you start looking at another thing called sex hormone binding globulin. It's one of the hormones, it's a sex hormone binding. Globulin is like a collection of proteins, right? So it's a protein that holds on to sex hormones like testosterone. So when that gets really, really high, the amount of free testosterone goes down. That's what free testosterone is, how much is not being globbed up. And so you see this combination of like sex hormone binding globulin gets really high, testosterone gets super low. And then you start poking around and you look at insulin, and insulin's low. And you're like, oh, okay, great. And we know that there's a known association, there's an inverse relationship between sex hormone binding globulin and insulin. Okay. Now, could be a million things. You don't know. Anytime, like this is one of the reasons why I love blood chemistry so much, because it allows you to be a little bit of a detective. Now, you're always working off the human, you're always working off symptoms. You don't treat or coach blood markers. It's a bad way to go about it, right? But you're looking for clues. Okay, so you're looking around, you're poking around there, and like, trust me, like you can check the record. I've given this example plenty of times, so I'm not just saying this for you. It's just going to work. You're teaming me up, man. Like you just light me up here. So in this particular case, you think, okay, why is insulin low? Again, could be many, many, many things. So you start asking additional questions. But what we've seen a lot is you start poking around and looking at what carbohydrate intake is like. And if carbohydrate intake is insufficient and lower than what that person needs, now that number is different for every person, situation, all context. But if it's lower than what you need in that particular instance, then your insulin can start getting too low. As a result of that, sex hormone binding globulin goes up. As a result of that, testosterone starts going down. As a result of that, you start feeling the feelings of low